All right, welcome everyone to the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific here at Pūowaina, also known as Punchbowl. My name is Nate Sirota with the Honolulu Department of Parks and Recreation. We're here to talk about the upcoming 73rd Annual Mayor's Memorial Day 73rd Annual Mayor's Memorial Day Ceremony, scheduled for here Monday, May 27th, beginning at 8:30 a.m. sharp. I'll go over a lot of the nuts and bolts about how the public can enjoy this time-honored tradition. But first and foremost, I'd like to invite the mayor of the city and county of Honolulu to deliver a few remarks about the importance of this ceremony and why we have continued this tradition here at Pūowaina.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Well, I can tell you that there are many privileges one feels in having the honor of being the mayor of the city and county of Honolulu. But this Memorial Day celebration, the mayor's Memorial Day celebration, for me each year has been marked with special significance because of its meaning and what it represents. So I'm really honored to be a part of this. Each year we've had great attendance. I want to encourage anybody that's watching this to please come. It's meaningful, it's done well, and it's quite honestly what we should do. The men and women who are buried behind me in this cemetery all served our country and did so very, very well. And so on this Memorial Day, we celebrate that. We celebrate their memories and their lives, and I'm just honored to be a part of it.
Thank you, sir. So this is a public cemetery, and so we want to invite the public to come and enjoy, to mark this solemn day of remembrance, but it is going to be very limited capacity, particularly when it comes to parking. So on the day of the ceremony, the gates will be open to the public at 7 a.m., and again, limited parking here within the National Memorial Cemetery. So we have set up some alternatives parking locations at Stevenson Middle and Abraham Lincoln Elementary School at the base of Punchbowl. Those will be available at 7 o'clock, and we'll have courtesy shuttles that bring them from those school sites upwards up here to the National Memorial Cemetery. We are also, in conjunction with our Department of Transportation Services, offering free parking over at Fosse Municipal Center, and there's going to be special bus service from the Alapai Transit Center right next to Fosse Municipal Building. That's going to start at 7 o'clock as well. There'll be 3 buses that come up here every 20 minutes, and similarly there'll be 3 buses that depart here from Punchbowl after the ceremony is POW at about 10 o'clock. Again, for those who can't come here in person, there is also Ōlelo is going to be live streaming the ceremony on Channel 49, again beginning 8:30 a.m. promptly, and the ceremony should take about an hour and a half, so it should wrap up around 10 o'clock. And to talk a little bit more about some of the protocols here within the National Memorial Cemetery and how people can pay their respects outside of our ceremony is G. Maestas with Punchbowl.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this National Shrine. We use words like final resting place, and there's no more fitting notion than to use that when we're talking about the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific. The original 8,000 individuals that were buried at this National Shrine were all from World War II, and that's why on this day, on Memorial Day, we're here to honor them because they did make the ultimate sacrifice. When you come to visit, please be reminded that this is a national shrine and we need to follow certain guidelines. 1, please don't bring your pets. If you have a service animal, yes, that is certainly welcome. You can bring your service animal. The other thing is, make sure you don't bring a chair unless it's medically needed, okay? We have plenty of seating here, and we're expecting at least 500 people, and we have plenty of seating for everyone. And just remember that this is a day to honor all those that did make the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you.
And on the day of the ceremony as well, too, for people who do want to come pay their respects outside of our ceremony, to avoid that traffic congestion that's going to be happening, because will be hundreds of people, as Jean mentioned, we recommend that they come up here around 12 noon. That's about the time that most of the ceremony participants will have cleared out. And also, really, one of the largest aspects of this ceremony that is incumbent upon us at the Department of Parks and Recreation is the Ōlelo for Memorial Day effort. So we made the solemn promise back in, I believe, the 1950s with the mayor at the time to adorn every resting place here at the National Memorial Cemetery with a fresh lei for Memorial Day. Unfortunately, since that time, the population of the amount of service members laid to rest here has grown. And so we're estimating that it's about 38,000 lei that we need for this Memorial Day ceremony. And so we have a call out to the community for their assistance because we cannot do this alone. And so what we have done is we have organized several lei sewing volunteer efforts on Friday, May 24th. And we'll be doing a little bit more publicity on that on our website, all the various site locations where we're doing that, places like Honolulu Hale, Kapolei Hale, Kilauea District Park, park locations around the island, where you can come in and sew lei for Memorial Day, and then also you can drop off plumeria, crown flowers, or if you want to organize your own lei sewing opportunity on your own as well. Jean, if you could do me a favor and grab me those 2 lei that are over there. I have a demonstration to show you that the lei that we are going to be making for Memorial Day, it's not a typical size of your neck lei, which is about 20 to 22 inches when it's tied. It's almost exactly half. So this is your typical flower lei. It's about 20 to 22 inches when it's tied, and what we're requesting is about 10 to 11 inches, so about half of that. Just basically needs to be big enough to fit over the American flag that the Scouts of America are going to be placing on all of the final resting places here at Pūowaina. And so, again, we really request, we need everyone's help on this. It's a kako effort, and really it's incumbent upon all of us to remember those who sacrificed for our betterment. You know, we stand on the shoulders of giants, and really all the privileges and the blessings that we have today are not a coincidence. It is because of the sacrifices of those who came before us, and this is just a small way that we can remember that and honor their memory. And so with that, I'll open it up to any questions that you folks may have. Thank you. Yeah, so on top of all the other ceremonial aspects of the Memorial Day ceremony here, we'll have an F-22 flyover, so folks should not be alarmed when they see military aircraft flying over here. With a 21-gun salute, we'll have a performance from our lei court, presentation of wreath, and then also keynote speeches from the mayor himself and from Admiral Kaler, who's with PACOM. Yeah, new commander. Okay, thank you, sir. Pets, yeah, so only service animals are allowed here at the National Memorial Cemetery, and it's really out of respect to the grounds here.
Can we give a shout out to the Boy Scouts?
Yeah, so, you know, we have the 38,000 lei that we're hoping to gather, and actually, you know, we hope to get extra because the extras that we get, we will provide to the cemetery over at the Veterans Cemetery in Kaneohe for their Memorial Day ceremony. I think they have about 15,000 service members laid to rest over there. But creating a lei is one thing. Placing them on the graves is an entirely different effort and a Herculean effort as well. So the Sunday before Memorial Day at about 1 o'clock, the Scouts engage in their Good Turn event where they have thousands of Scouts from across the island come out here, place that American flag on the grave, place the lei around that flag, and then do a salute and actually say the name of the service member laid to rest. It's actually a really remarkable thing to see all these thousands of young men and women spreading around the National Memorial Cemetery and placing these remembrances on the final resting places.
You know, right now the world is as uncertain as I can possibly remember. And certainly over the last couple of years, the war in Ukraine with Russia, and certainly with Israel and Palestine, what we've seen. And that said, those sacrifices and those losses are startling to watch, to read about and hear in our daily newscast. Men and women here, as was said earlier, the first 8,000 fought in World War II for our country. This is a somber day of remembrance for those souls who paid the ultimate sacrifice. And so I would just ask everybody in the feeling of patriotism and for our great country who want to come up here and participate in something very meaningful, special, soulful, to please come and join us. We welcome you. Thank you.
And one last thing I'd like to mention is there's a lot of graduations happening this week as well too. So one way if folks want to give the lei that are adorned on the graduating seniors afterwards, give a second life and also show their appreciation for those who served to us, that's a great way to help donate lei as well. we looked and there's quite a few graduations that are right before Memorial Day. So you can certainly drop off those lei. On top of the lei sewing volunteer efforts that we have that I mentioned, you can also drop off any layer flowers at any city or federal fire station Friday, May 24th from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And also you can take them directly up here to the National Memorial Cemetery on Friday, May 24th and Saturday, May 25th from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Yes, you can bring an umbrella because we're blessed with some cloud cover right now, but it may very well be sunny on the day of the event, or it may be raining, depending on what Keakua provides. But also, we highly recommend bringing water and bringing sun protection, either an umbrella or a sunscreen, because it can be rather sunny or rather hot out here.
And I'm going to say it again. It's a real privilege to be able to host the Memorial Day ceremony, and we just we have limited seating, but by the same token, we're inviting everybody who wants to come to please come. Feel welcome. I can promise you, if you've never done this before, it's a very memorable experience. And if you have done it before, welcome back, and we'll remember accordingly. Thank you.